welcome to my podcast called Tell the World. I hope everybody's evening's going great. Let's just jump into this one real quick. So, they came up with an investigation now on Nipsey Hussle, and they really didn't say what it was really about besides saying gang activity, and we're not sure. But let's just recap some things when there was a meeting that's supposed to have been set up with the chief of police. Let's just hear him speak.
I went through my emails yesterday and I found the original email requesting from Nipsey and Rock Nation requesting to me to set up a meeting with the chief, and I'm going to read it to you. This was dated February 26th. Our goal is to work with the department to help improve communication, relationships, and work towards changing the culture and dialogue between LAPD and the inner city. We want to hear about your new programs, your goals for the department, as well as how we can help stop gang violence and help you help kids. So takes time to set up meetings. We did. It was set up for yesterday. And the chief called me on Sunday and told me, this was 15 minutes after, that Nipsey Hussle had been assassinated and murdered. This horrible thing happened one day before we were going to have this meeting. Why couldn't we have had the meeting the day before instead of the day after? So the meeting will happen. It will happen when Rock Nation and Nipsey's family will come together. And I promise you, whether from the upper levels of this or from the bottom level of this, that I want to help do what he wanted to do.
There's no bottom level. It's only upper level. No bottom level. Upper. This guy was assassinated. That wasn't no personal shooting. That was an assassination. Unfortunately, Nipsey didn't see that one coming. Having better relations with the police department? We didn't see that email. And I believe we have the right to see all the email, all the evidence. Yes, we do. Because you go from saying that you were having a meeting to after his death now, he's being investigated for gang activity, funding. Do you know how many times that store was busted? It was Sloss and Tees at first. They found nothing in the store. Let's just say maybe a few guys had some warrants, or they might have violated their parole, if that was the case. The man is dead now. You're going to investigate a dead man? You want to go after his business partners that he was working with when he got the store? Now you want to go deeper. You want to find out how did he get the money to buy that whole store? when you guys was telling the previous owner, the past owner, let's say the past owner who owned the store, because at that time Nipsey and them were 30 days past due on rent, almost. They was about to get a 30-day notice, and then Nipsey ended up buying the whole store. Now, that owner at that time was being told by the police officer them to boot them out of there. They shouldn't be there. Nipsey ended up buying the store. I guess it was a deal the owner couldn't resist, so he sold it to them. There's a lot more going on with this story that we don't know. There's something about that property. There's something about that property that they're so concerned about. And I believe it's more than just gang activity. How do you go from saying having community relation with Nipsey Hussle in the community to now dead now and being investigated? I don't think that meeting would ever happen because he was having problems with the police. They couldn't find shit on this guy because he started changing his life around. And sometimes when people can't get you on something, they'll find another way. That's bad when it comes to living in this world, when someone has such a grudge against you and they come after you all the time trying to get you in trouble, and they can't get you in trouble, and you humiliate them every time, or you embarrass them, or they embarrass themselves. But what would they not do to come back at you? Maybe kill you? Because this is what this was. This was an assassination. The video wasn't right. Taking him to the ambulance wasn't right. He passed away on Saturday, and I'm on a property on a Monday when everybody was coming to pay respect. What kind of investigation is that where you allow people to come on the property where he was killed on the third day? It's like you just picked the body off the ground and took him to the morgue and that was it. Unfortunately, Nipsey can't come back on this one. He won't rise from the dead. His brother Black Sam would do better not even speaking at all. He needs to take care of himself and take care of his family. Because there's a lot more going on with this story that we don't know. Oh, LAPD is not going to let you put nothing on them. Because this is all over the web. We got to come back something on him. Does this make Eric Holder look like a hero, the killer? Terrible situation. If this goes any further as being bad, South Central may have another Watts again. Because the people in that community is not going to keep hearing and listening to that situation right there. You praised this guy for the work that he was doing, to now devour him down? This was in the New York Times. You know, I listened to a lot of Nipsey songs. And each time I listened to it, it was like listening to Tupac all over again. He talked about being assassinated. He talked about getting killed. He talked about having problems with LAPD. Could it be there's a lot that we don't know about? No one's talking. What involvement is involved with this case? What could it be? Everybody's not talking. Hopefully, justice will be served. But the way this case is going right now, I don't believe justice is going to be served. I don't put my faith into this situation right here with cops, because they have gotten away with so much. And Los Angeles cops have not been good. They claim that they have cleaned up, but there's a jungle out there in different states. And maybe there's things we don't understand about California. They call it the politics. Do they want the community to grow? Or do they want to keep the community down where crime and gang activity keep going? Somewhere it needs to start where you start off by getting along with each other instead of killing each other. But it seems like LAPD wants all gang members to keep killing each other. The rapper YG needs to stay low because someone's after trying to kill him. These are assassinations. And they want these people done, dead. They don't want them alive. I believe anybody that was in relation with Nipsey, talking and having better communication with each other and working together, I believe these people are getting popped off. This is the survival in the ghetto. Now, I know some people may say, well, they were dealing drugs, they were doing bad things, they were killing each other. Everybody in life can turn around and make a change. We all can make changes. We all can do better. We make mistakes. They can be big mistakes, but we can fix those marks if given the chance. But these brothers not even living long enough to get a chance because they dying so fast by killing up each other. I would like to know who had the camera focused on that whole parking lot. Or was this an inside job? If the cameras wasn't working, why did they take the hard drives and computers out of there? The video just looked funny. Everything about that video, that whole scene just looked funny. A man gets killed on the first day. 2 days later, people are on the parking lot. This is supposed to have been a still investigation. Unless I don't know the rules in California. I believe it's just going to stay the way it is. Meanwhile, Donald Trump still tweets and says the shit that he wants to say. Farrakhan gets deleted and blocked from Facebook. Trump continues to tweet. Investigating a dead man. Oh, we'll go after his investors. Who are these investors they're going after? And what are they looking for? What are they trying to figure out? There's things we still don't know about this whole case. And the LAPD is not making it no better. They can never get anything on Nipsey. Whatever petty crimes that he had, he served his time, he got out. He kept his nose clean. What else was they investigating? We'll just have to wait and see. Because the case still hasn't even went off yet. We get a chance to know when a court date or when this guy is going to be convicted. We don't know what Eric Holder's lawyer is going to, how he's going to plead for Holder as a not guilty, but what is his evidence to show that he didn't do it? Are they going to say he's crazy? There's a lot more going on with this case, and it just don't make sense. And all this is pointing at LAPD. Will Nipsey get justice? Will it ever be peace? That concludes my podcast called Tell the World. If you like my podcast, hit the subscribe button. Follow me. I'll be doing once a week post. You can also check me out on YouTube at Tell the World Podcast for video and audio. You guys have a blessed evening.